The Musketeer boys are really fun to watch. They're well balanced, and I'd say the rest of the season will be pretty solid for them.
Rick, you've been to quite a few of the games with the boys this year, and I've seen you. You've probably seen them through some tough times and some good times there. But tell me what you think about this team and things that they need to build off from this past weekend when they won that championship up there in Salem.
Yeah, absolutely. I really believe that they need to work on first thing first, like getting a good start. Against Borden in that championship, they struggled to get a good start, but I mean, as the game went on, they got more comfortable. They started to get some shots down and everything. But I think building off that W will help them win the rest of the season, not just this game, but games on and on and on. And I think tonight they just need to get a good start, and it'll be a good time.
I agree. One player that we don't talk about a whole lot. Our two go-to guys are Cade Jones and Jacob Cherry. But a couple of the guys we don't talk about a bunch because they don't score a whole lot of points a lot of times is Yancey Edlin and Caden Temple. And Jeff, talk a little bit about, I know you're just back here, but you've been around this program for a long time. But talk about what those two guys bring to the table here as a basketball team, and also you coaching Yancey over the last 2 years too in baseball.
Right, absolutely. And like I was saying, spinning off what I said earlier, the team is well balanced. Like you said, it goes without saying, Cade Jones, that's your finesse player. He's going to score for you. You got Jacob Cherry, who's 6 foot and everything else. Get your big inside. And then you have to feel like Yancey Edlin. That's your gritty player. That's the kid that does things away from the ball. Brings a lot of grit to the game, and that's his role. You can tell. You got people like Caden Temple that it's like chasing a mouse all over the place. That kid's hard to contain, and no one else can do that. That's his role. And, of course, you got Eli Guthrie as well. You got another big out there. He's hard to move around. They're just well balanced, and you can tell they all have their own unique roles.
And you can't forget about Caleb Jones, too. I mean, he's kind of like our defensive specialist. We need to lock down somebody. He does a really nice job about coming in and just getting after it. He understands his role, and he hit a big three there in that championship game for us there.
Yeah, he is. He's very effective defensively. Has a lot of go-tos to his game. I'd say they're going to be an enjoyable team to watch throughout the season.
Well, let's talk about this new Washington Mustang team a little bit. I know that they got a couple Arthur boys on the team. Well, that name runs deep down here at this school, and I'm pretty sure that these boys' dads is Matthew, and then they have an Uncle Shannon that played back in the day in the late 80s, and with the Matthew twins and the Cartwright and Matt, I think Abbott. There was an Abbott guy, and but anyways, that was a really good team. But I know these kids here. From what I've heard, these kids like to shoot the basketball and really get it up in a hurry. Coach Jones told me that it's 8 or 9 seconds into a possession, and they're jacking it up. They don't waste no time shooting the basketball. Well, we'll step away. We got about 2 minutes here before the national anthem and the starting lineup, so we'll take this opportunity to step away. Come back, get some final thoughts from Rick, Jeff, before we get this thing going. But you're listening to Musketeer Basketball on WSLM out of Salem, Indiana.
We're off.
$2 down. Now, with those used cars, we are accepting trade-ins. Trade-in values are better than ever and probably better than we will ever see again. So with that being said, give us a call over at John Jones at 877-473-5546 or check out our inventory online at johnjonesautogroup.com.
At John Jones GMC, you see so many, so they pay for little.
Come join us on Friday, September 17th from 6 to 9 p.m. The Washington County Chamber of Commerce is hosting their Friday Night on the Square Festival packed full of fun activities, unique shopping, and amazing food. This year, we are expanding our footprint thanks to our Kids Zone sponsor, Success Mortgage Partners, and our gold sponsors, Central Credit Union, National Youth Advocate Program, WSLM Radio, and SMX Staff Management. For more information, follow us on Facebook or call Eric at 812-883-4303.
This is Becky White from WSLM. I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hello there, Jalen Hoare here at John Jones in Salem, Indiana. Winter is here, as well as a bunch of Chevrolet trucks. We've got incoming 21 and 22 model Silverados. Come check out our inventory at 1450 South State Road 60. Pick out the truck that works best for you and your family, or check out our inventory online at johnjonesautogroup.com. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out at 877-473-5546. And from Jalen Hoare over at John Jones, happy holidays.
At John Jones CN City, you see so many because they pay so little.
It is the Christmas season, and it's also the season of bacon at Papa John's. The Bacon Mania lineup is here, and we're celebrating with lots of bacon. Try the new triple bacon pizzas with full slices of bacon baked into the top of the pizza, or try the Parmesan crusted smoky bacon papadilla, or how about the Parmesan crusted smoky bacon papadilla? Order online with Papa Rewards. Stop in today at the corner of Main and Hackberry, or call us anytime at 812-883-3369. Don't forget to give the gift of pizza and bacon this year, and for those hard to buy on your Christmas list, get them a Papa John's gift card and let them make the choice of pizza for Christmas.
This is Becky White from WSLM. I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hello there, this is Jalen Hoare over at John Jones Chevrolet Buick Cadillac in Salem, Indiana. Fall is beginning, and I know that everybody is hearing of all the shortages of cars, but that is not true whenever it comes to John Jones Chevrolet. We've got over 550 used cars, 210 being just at our Salem location. With those vehicles, even though they are pre-owned, we do offer financing options. A lot of those are including $0 down. Now, with those used cars, we are accepting trade-ins. Trade-in values are better than ever and probably better than we will ever see again. So with that being said, give us a call over at John Jones at 877-473-5546 or check out our inventory online at johnjonesautogroup.com.
At John Jones CN City, you see so many because they pay so little.
Come join us on Friday, September 17th from 6 to 9 p.m. The Washington County Chamber of Commerce is hosting their Friday Night on the Square Festival packed full of fun activities, unique shopping, and amazing food. This year, we are expanding our footprint thanks to our Kids Zone sponsor, Success Mortgage Partners, and our gold sponsors, Central Credit Union, National Youth Advocate Program, WSLM Radio, and SMX Staff Management. For more information, follow us on Facebook or call Eric at 812-883-4303.
Welcome back to New Washington High School here as we're just concluded our national anthem, and now we're getting the starting lineups. First for the Musketeers, they'll go with about the same starting five that we have for most of the year. They're going to go with a 6'3" senior guard, number 23, Cade Jones, a 6'1" senior guard, number 24, Caleb Jones, 6'1" sophomore, 25, Caden Temple, 6'10" junior, Jacob Cherry, number 30, and a 6-foot junior, number 33, Yancey Edlin. For the New Washington Mustangs, they'll go with a 5'9" sophomore, number 5, Paul Giltner, 6'1" junior, number 12, Matthew Arthur, 6'1" freshman, number 20, Mason Arthur, 6-foot junior, number 22, Mason Thompson, and 6-foot sophomore, number 40, Miguel Hensey. Musketeers control the tip here. As it goes cross court here to Cade Jones. Jones now drives baseline, flips it down low to Jacob Cherry. Cherry flips it over to Caleb Jones. He lays it up, puts it in. That's good passing there, guys.
Yes, sir.
Good job by Caleb there diving to the basket.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
But here's Arthur out top to Thompson. Thompson back to Arthur. It's going to be in the backcourt. It's going to be a turnover. New Washington back over to the Musketeers. I think Matthew Arthur is their big gun.
Yeah, he's been a starter since he was a freshman, so he's been solid.
Musketeer basketball, 2-0 lead here with two just early on here in the first quarter with 7.5 to go. Caleb Jones in the middle, kicks it left side to Caden Temple. Temple will dribble back out, give it to Caleb. Back to the baseline to Caden Temple. Temple now cross court to Yancey Edlin. Edlin penetrates, steps through, lays it off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Mason Thompson. Good move by
Great move there. Just didn't get the right angle off the board.
New Washington out top. with Matthew Arthur. Off to Thompson. Thompson drives down the middle. Back out top, ball flipped away, picked up by Cade Temple. Temple up the floor to Cade Jones. Jones, jump stop, puts it off the glass, in for two. 4-0 Musketeers. Matthew Arthur down the middle, kicks it right side to Giltner. Giltner for three, no good. Jacob Cherry clears it out. Off to Caden Temple. Temple now out top. He'll go right side to Cade Jones. Jones is going to let a long three go. No good. Rebounded by Hessing. Hessing off to Giltner. Giltner back out to Thompson. Thompson out top. Set it up in Musketeers in a man-to-man defense. Giltner now swinging for number Mason Arthur for a long three, and it's no good. No jack it up, guys.
Yeah, they sure will. He was every bit of 2 feet behind the arc.
There's Caleb out top to KT. KT left side to Yancey Edlin. Edlin looking, now goes cross court to Caden Temple. Now looks down low to Jacob Cherry off the glass.
There.
Good.
Yeah, it's very good entry.
I don't think they got an answer for that, fellas.
Absolutely not.
That's the beauty of being 6'10".
It's Mason Thompson out top. He'll drive down the middle, spins, dumps it down low to number Hessing, and he'll lay it up and in.
Jacob was a little late on that. I think he would have had to block.
6-2, 5.5 to go here in the first. Now Jones in the middle to Yancey Edlin. Edlin will skip it across to Caden Temple on the left side, back out top to Caleb Jones, now right side to Cade. Going to get 3-second call on Jacob Cherry. That doesn't happen very often with Jacob.
No, not really.
He doesn't get caught in there a whole lot.
Official had his eye on him.
Turnover Musketeers. Now here's Giltner to Thompson. Thompson looks to drop from the left side. Jump stop is going to be fouled, I believe, by Caleb Jones. Might be a shooting foul too, guys, I'm thinking. It will send Thompson to the line to shoot two with 5:04 to go in the first quarter. Thompson's first one is no good. Second one by Thompson is good. Cuts the lead to 3, 6-3 with 5:04 to go. Here's Temple. Cade Jones down low to Caleb. Caleb looking to score. Shot fake off the glass and got it.
Good strong move there by Caleb.
He looks comfortable tonight.
Yeah, he does. Here's Giltner. Out top to Hessing. Hessing traveled. No call. There's Thompson, the baseline. Tries to throw it out to Matthew Arthur.
Threw it out of bounds.
Here's the Musketeers again. Caleb Jones, right side, cross court to Caden Temple. Temple now looking inside, nothing there. He'll give it back out to Cade. Cade now goes back to KT on the baseline, inside to Caleb Jones. Jones shot fake, up off the glass, gets his own rebound. Fight for, ball's taken away by Matthew Arthur. Arthur over to Giltner, off the glass and got it. 8-5 Musketeers. There's Jones. Down low to Jacob Cherry, back out to Cade. Cade will let a long three go. No good. Rebounded by Thompson. Here's Mason Arthur out top to Thompson on the left wing. Tries to throw it to Hessing. He bobbles it, picks it up.
Wasn't ready to receive that.
Now Mason Arthur for a three. No good. Ball's fought for. Come out of there by Yancey Edlin. Yancey, now to Caleb. We look awful sloppy now.
Oh, a little sloppy and choppy.
They're just forcing too much. They need to slow it down a little bit.
There's Thompson to Hessing. Back to Thompson on the left wing. He'll drive baseline. Spin. Lay it up. Put it in. He's a pretty strong kid.
Yeah, good athletic move.
Yep. 8-7 now. Musketeers with a 1-point lead. Caden Temple. New Washington set back in the 2-3 zone. Caleb Jones out top. Slides it left side. inside to K. Jones. Jones shot fake off the glass and got it. If we just be patient, I think we can get stuff like that all night long.
Yeah, and right there, this is why they're scoring. It's just doing a very simple moves, simple offense. Don't overdo it. Let the game come to you, and that's where they've gotten their buckets.
Yeah, and sooner or later they're going to have to either pack it in, and that's going to open them outside shots that we've taken.
Right.
Or,
yeah.
you know, you live for
Oh,
that.
I love that shot. Loved it.
So it's a 30-second timeout here by Coach Bribble with 2:50 to go here in the first quarter.
And you can't forget either. You know, Cade's got an opportunity to get his 1,000 points tonight.
Is it tonight?
It is tonight. And there he had 2 buckets, so now I think he's maybe 3 points shy of getting 1,000 points.
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking it was
3 or
6 or
4.
7.
Yeah, 3 or 4
points he was
points.
shy.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he'd like to just get that off his back and move on with the game.
I knew he was close. I didn't realize he was that close, guys. But all of our listeners out there, we're on AM/FM, Facebook, and YouTube for everybody that wanted to listen to these Musketeers play. Here's Thompson to Mason Arthur, back out top to Giltner. Giltner being guarded by Caleb Jones. He falls down. That's not a foul.
He just fell.
That kid just slipped there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for Caleb, he just picked up a second.
Branson's going to check in for Caleb.
I feel confident about Branson's play right now. He played really well in that championship
Yeah,
game.
he did. He was really scrappy and aggressive. It gave him, I'm sure, a lot of confidence.
2 team fouls on the Musketeers, none on New Washington with 2:25 to go here in the first 10-7 ball game. Musketeers lead. There's Giltner from the left side. He fell down again. He must have
Way outside. Wow.
They're living for it out
that
there.
was a bomb there.
That was from the volleyball line.
That was from the horse's hoof.
that was way out there.
Turnover Musketeers. We got called for a travel down here, so back to the New Washington Mustangs.
Well, for what we've heard about New Washington, you know, wanting to shoot from the outside and shooting it far, that's no lie. Wow, good cut right there.
That was a good back cut by Mason Arthur. That cuts the lead back to 1 again. Here's Cade Jones. He'll drive baseline from the left side. Go off the glass, no good, but he's going to go to the line to shoot 2 here.
So I guess it's possible if he hits these free throws, that could be a foul.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if it's 6 or 7 that he needed.
I wish somebody would have let me know before the game. You know, we kind of could have got it more.
Yeah,
He said he talked to you before the game. He said 6 or 7 or something like that. So
Well, this will be 6 if he hits this correct.
yeah. And that may have been it.
So
We know he needs at least one more.
So if he scores a bucket, that's going to break it.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Here's Giltner. Out top.
It's a nice defense, everybody.
He's going to go in from the right side, lay it off the glass, and got it.
Wes, that's the kind of grit I'm talking about right there. His defense is what gave him that bucket right there.
There's a spin move by Matthew Arthur. That's a nice move right there.
There by Matthew Arthur.
14-11. Here's Cade from the right wing. Thought about a 3. He'll go back out top to Yancey Edlin. Yancey back to Cade. Cross court to Yancey. Yancey on the left wing now. He'll go in the middle to Cade Jones. Jones blocked away. A lot of contact.
absolutely.
There's Thompson. Mason Arthur out top. Almost picked off by Cade Jones. Didn't swing it right.
Out of bounds.
Giltner lost the handle and falls out of bounds. Well, we're under a minute, guys, and it's been pretty sloppy on both ends here to start this game.
Yeah, some of their half-court offense isn't too bad. It seems like when they're in transition, things get a little sloppy, both ends.
Do you think, guys, Brad, I know you played here more recently than me and your dad have, but, yeah, we got to get somebody in the middle of this zone right here.
Yeah, like they're just, it's wide open right there.
It is wide open.
Need to pop the shot right in there.
And once you get it inside there, the zone's broke because
Yeah, it
you either
opens
got
up.
a shot, drive, or you can kick. And
Yeah, it opens up a lot of opportunities.
Yeah, 15 seconds to go here.
here's Branson. Ball
They
thrown away.
telegraphed the pass. They recovered.
Kicks it over to Eli. Eli for a three. Got it! Eli comes off the bench firing.
Eli's got a great looking shot from outside. Whoa, that nearly hit one from half court.
That brings us to the end of the first quarter here from New Washington. The Musketeers on top of the Mustangs, 17-11. We'll step away here, word from our sponsors. Be back to bring second quarter action. You're listening to Musketeer Basketball on WSLM out of Salem, Indiana.
This is Becky White from WSLM. I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hello there, Jalen Hoare here at John Jones in Salem, Indiana. Winter is here, as well as a bunch of Chevrolet trucks. We've got incoming 21 and 22 model Silverados. Come check out our inventory at 1450 South State Road 60. Pick out the truck that works best for you and your family, or check out our inventory online at johnjonesautogroup.com. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out at 877-473-5546. And from Jalen Hoare over at John Jones, happy holidays.
At John Jones GM City, you see so many because they pay so little.
Welcome back to New Washington High School here. Start of the second quarter. It will be New Washington basketball here, 17-11. Jeff, you want to run through a couple scoring stats there for New Washington? Oh, you got it pulled up.
Yeah, you've got Mason Thompson. He's got 5 points. Number 12, Matthew Arthur, just knocked down his 6th point right there on that cut. Kellner's got a bucket. Now it's 17-13.
Kate Jones with a missed three from the baseline.
Yeah. So at least subconsciously, I think he's thinking about those 1,000 points. I really do. And if he just gets it done and moves on, his game will be better.
Here's inside to Jacob Cherry.
Just look.
There we go.
Got a nice bounce there.
He's got good touch, doesn't he, Red?
Oh, he's beautiful touch.
Now the Mustangs, 19-13 here. A minute into this second quarter. Here's Matthew Arthur with a 15-footer. No good. Rebounded by Kate Temple. Temple up ahead to left wing to Branson White. White back to Yancey Edlin. Edlin in from the left side. Lays it off the glass and got it. He's got a quick first step.
He does. It's just that aggressiveness that he has.
21-13. Giltner out top to Thompson. Back to Giltner. Giltner will dribble it out here. Set the offense up. Musketeers showing a little bit of a zone here. Giltner to Mason Arthur. Back out top to Giltner. Giltner going to penetrate. Goes right side to Thompson. Thompson drives baseline. Back out to Giltner. Cross court to Matthew Arthur. Arthur shot fake. 10-footer. A little teardrop and got it.
Great job putting an arch on to get over Jacob Cherry.
21-15 inside to Jacob. Off the glass and got it.
Look there too.
Timeout. New Washington. It'll be a full timeout. And we'll just keep it here, but talk a little bit about Jeff. I know you've been busy out there in Arkansas. How's the teaching going, and what are you getting involved in out there?
It's been really good. I've been being back. People have asked, how's it going down there, and one of the first things I tell them is, the school's a lot bigger than what we're used to. Schools, talking about schools that are near us. Even a lot bigger than Salem. But other than that, it's a good school system to be part of. Of course, I'm part of the middle school, and they roped me into helping out with baseball.
There probably wasn't a whole lot of roping that went on with getting you to do that, was
No, if I'm honest, I want to do it. Let's just call it what it is. It's an addiction that we just can't give up. We love the game of baseball. And boy, do they love their baseball down there. They do. We're not too far from the University of Arkansas, and we all know that they love their baseball. But I tell you what, it's good to be back and watch some Indiana basketball.
Well, here we go with 6:09 to go in the second quarter. 23-15, New Washington basketball. Giltner handed off to Matthew Arthur. They're slow to get something going here. Arthur has it out top. He'll slide it left to Giltner. Giltner cross court. Ball tipped away by Yancey Edlin. Edlin looks at Branson, nothing there. Now goes inside.
Catch.
Jacob Cherry, he'll lay it off the glass. I know, Ray, you're wanting to dunk that, aren't you?
Oh, come on, Terry.
He made a stretcher to make that catch and then positioned himself for good power moves.
25-15. Matthew dumps it down to Hessing. Back out to Thompson. Now Mason Arthur. Now Matthew. Matthew let a 25-footer go.
And it draws
it in.
That gave Matthew Arthur his 11th point on that three.
11 out of 18. Here's
Kate pretty well.
Back out to Branson out top. Now right wing to Cade Jones for three. Got it.
That probably did it for him.
1,000 points. 28-18. Matthew to Thompson. Thompson back to Matthew Arthur. You got to guard him from the horse's head out here. He'll shoot it.
Close out. Who cares if they're 30 feet out? Get out there in his space.
Mason Arthur. Mason Arthur, just a freshman. Matthew.
Yeah, I tell you, I remember watching him in middle school.
Okay.
Yep, and he would chuck it then, right there.
And here's a three by Mason Arthur on cue, no good. Rebounded by Cade Jones. Up ahead to Yancey. Yancey cross court to Cade. Cade will let shot fake. I thought he was going to let another one go. Back across again to Caden Temple. To Yancey out top. Yancey will set it back up. Goes to the middle to KT. KT turns. Yancey down the middle of the lane. All stripped away. Here's Jacob Cherry. Left hand. That's pretty.
Right.
There's nothing they can do about that. It's all his game down there.
That's it.
I'm telling you, Jacob, just, in the last 3 years, how much stronger he has gotten. His moves have gotten so much better. He has really learned to play the game well.
There's Cade Jones on a drive, and he gets hammered by Thompson.
He did. He's got a couple free throws coming up. So, yeah, see, I'm not kidding. I can tell by his body language that he feels more loose. I'm not kidding. Isn't that crazy?
Jones' first one.
Didn't go in.
Rattles out. Second one by Cade Jones is good.
Yeah. Cade, I tell you, Cade is what he is. He is a shooter. And he does. He shoots it well.
Here's Giltner. Right side to Mason Arthur. Back out top to Giltner. Now Hessing. Baseline to Mason Arthur. Arthur on the right side. Down low to Thompson. Thompson has in the middle lane. Doesn't challenge. Now will challenge Cherry. Nice move.
On the big guy. Wow.
Now Yancey. Down the middle to Branson White. White off the glass. Rebounded out there by Matthew Arthur. Arthur on the move now. He'll cut it down the middle of the lane. Off the glass with left hand. No good. Got his own rebound out of Hesse. Mason. Now here's Matthew Arthur with another teardrop. No good. Up to Cade Jones. Jones on a run out. Lays it in from the right side. Got it. Timeout. Coach Pribble.
And they're all celebrating it down there with a 1,000 point.
Then they just announced it on the PA system with that layup there. That was 1,000 points for Cade.
That may have been it right there. So we were off a few points, but congratulations to Cade Jones.
Absolutely.
Highly deserved. Solid young man. He's good friends, obviously, Rhett,
Oh, yeah.
You and your brother, Snyder. And kid loves the game of basketball.
And, you think about it. You played with him when he was there when he was a freshman.
Yeah.
He didn't play a whole lot as a freshman,
It's amazing how far he's come with all these points he's been scoring. Well, sophomore year, he started to show his potential. And
he does. He looks like he's so relaxed now.
yeah, he feels good.
Monkey's off his back.
It is.
Here's Matthew Arthur to Giltner. Back to Thompson. 33-20 with 2:42 to go here in the first half. Giltner down the middle of the lane. He'll up and under. He's going to get called for travel.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to get that far. I tell you what, though, New Washington has looked very aggressive.
Yeah.
Sloppy a little bit here and there, but I tell you what, they have been very aggressive.
Eli said the check in the next dead ball. There's Jacob got
he just found a way to get that ball in there.
They were doing chin-ups on his left arm,
oh
Brett.
my God. Yes, they were.
And Jenkins has got his 12th point right there on that bucket.
And there's another
Right.
field.
Caden Temple up and in.
KT's just very fast. No way he was going to get that shot blocked.
He is.
They've kind of opened
Very
it up
quick.
here in the danger zone right now. This is pretty important. They don't want it to get any worse than this in the next 2 minutes here. They're down 17, 37, 20.
Yeah.
Musketeers kind of on a big run right here.
They are. I mean, like I said, New Washington's doing a great job of being aggressive. They're holding it, but Eastern is just getting away. He lost it.
Up ahead to Giltner. Giltner in and lays it in. I think Yancey and Cade were trying to do a little dipsy-do there. And
Right. Want to be fancy. Just keep it simple. It'll come to you.
KT on the right baseline, back out to
Way
Cade
out
Jones
there.
for three. No good. Rebounded by Jacob Cherry off the glass.
14th point for Jacob Cherry.
And I looked at Matthew Arthur when he grabbed that rebound. He's like, oh, what'd I do with that?
Right. You don't have too many kids that is that tall. My goodness. It's a nice weapon to have. You got to agree with that.
And he has really developed over the past year. He has really worked on this game. Here's Thompson with a long three. No good. Jones with a rebound. We're right at a minute in the first half. Jones to Yancey. Yancey thought about three. Now he's going to drive it in. Throws it up. No good, but he'll go to the line to shoot two.
Strong move. Yancey, let's talk about him again. The kid is what he is. And, baseball, he's a catcher.
Yeah.
And catchers are competitive. Catchers lead. Catchers direct. And he refuses to lose.
That's what I was going to say.
You can tell the way he carries himself.
That's what I was going to say to you guys. He doesn't care what he has to do.
No.
He just wants to win.
Yep.
Whether it be grab 10 rebounds, score 15 points, dish out some assists, whatever, beat somebody up. He just wants to win.
He's the facilitator of the team.
And I would like to have those kind of players. You want those kind. Yeah, you want your scorer. You want the kid that's 6'10" that can rebound for you a lot.
Matthew Arthur with a missed shot there. Rebound down to 40 seconds here in the first half. Now Yancey drives baseline, shot fake, goes off the glass and got it again.
He's feeling good tonight.
Yes,
Nice
he is.
looking power move.
43-22 now. We're at 20 seconds in the first half. New Washington kind of needs a basket right here to go into the half.
They've gone stale, and you can tell that the Eastern's confidence has gone through the roof too.
Yeah.
Right? They cleaned it up a lot and making some good shots, good looks.
And, not to stay on the Yancey here, but guys, when you key on the Joneses and the Cherries, it's going to open up some opportunities for players like this.
And that's what I'm saying about them being so balanced. I mean, if one kid gets knocked out of the game,
What a pass.
great.
What a great pass by Caleb Jones.
Wow.
And that'll bring us to the end of the first half. The score, Musketeers on top of the New Washington Mustangs, 45-22. We'll step away here, word from our sponsors, get back, get some thoughts from Jeff and Rhett, and get some stats. If you're listening to Musketeer Basketball on WSLM, out of Salem, Indiana.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone. It's our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. And Paul, it's holiday time, and man, oh man, it's wrapping up that literally that first semester. You're wrapping up things. You're getting ready to go out. We have multi-day events, multi-team events in swimming and wrestling and basketball. And it is a great time to be a sports fan in our state.
It is, and as you say, we walk into the holiday season here. And, Bob, it changes our coaches have a little bit different opportunity as we walk into the holiday season. And the classroom part of school shuts down for a little bit. Semesters change, but the practice continues on, and coaches can get a little more intense in practice, maybe a little longer, introduce some new concepts.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports. Here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone. It's our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. And Paul, it's holiday time, and man, oh man, you know, it's wrapping up that literally that first semester. You're wrapping up things. You're getting ready to go out. We have multi-day events, multi-team events in swimming and wrestling and basketball. And it is a great time to be a sports fan in our state.
It is, you know, and as you say, we walk into the holiday season here. And, you know, Bob, it changes our coaches have a little bit different opportunity as we walk into the holiday season. And you know, the classroom part of school shuts down for a little bit, semesters change, but the practice continues on, and coaches can get a little more intense in practice, maybe a little longer, introduce some new concepts to their teams. So this is a time where they really look to get better and get ready for that stretch run in all of our winter sports as we march into spring. But yeah, it's just a time for coaches to really get honed in on what this season is going to look like second half.
Not long ago, you met with some of your colleagues from the Midwest, some of your fellow commissioners from the state associations in the Midwest, and you know, your normal yearly meeting to talk about concerns and issues and threats and strategies. How did that meeting go? And were there some big events, or big things that are on the agenda of similar institutions around the state?
Well, Bob, I think there's a lot in similarities between us and our other Midwest partners. And a lot of it centers around this whole concept of an education-first setting. You know, we really do focus on promoting the first degree in life and getting that high school diploma, and then you get to be a basketball player or a swimmer or a wrestler along the way. And, you know, everything's changing around us, you know. Even youth sports are not education-based. And, you know, and I think what we do is so important, not only because it develops young men and women, but it also promotes the education. And these kids have to be educated. So when they come back to these communities, you know, they're giving back the same way that coaches and people in those communities are giving back today. And that keeping that in the forefront is something that everybody is really focused on. You know, we talked a lot about the name, likeness, and image, and how that is what that looks like nationally at the collegiate level, and then what's the high school conversation around that. And, you know, we're still everybody's trying to feel their way through that. Talked a lot about, you know, there's no question that the transfer portal is an athletic first process now, but there's some influence of that starting to creep into the high school venue. And you know, I've got some pretty strong opinions on. I don't think that promotes what's best for high school athletics across the state, and other Midwest commissioners in my role feel the same way.
I look at it from an accountability standpoint. When you're to high school, there's oversight at every part of this, whereas in youth sports, it depends on who you talk to or where you are, there's virtually no accountability, or there doesn't have to be.
That's exactly right. And, you know, it's just an athletic first system. And while that's important for development along the way, I just don't think it's best for every kid. And as we've often said, Bob, our decision has to be focused on the last kid who's makes the roster of a team. They can't be focused on just the best kids on those teams.
He's the commissioner of the IHSAA. It's Paul Neidig. This is our weekly conversation about all things IHSAA related. Merry Christmas to you and your wife, and to the staff and all of our member institutions, Paul. Thank you so much. Have a safe holiday.
And the same to you and your family and the radio family across the network. We appreciate everything everybody does to promote high school athletics across this great state.
Thanks a lot, Paul.
Thanks for listening to the Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community. You're listening to the Eastern Lady Musketeers Sports Network on WSLM 1220 AM with Mikey Batt and Wes Drury. You'll hear all the live action tonight on the radio, along with live streaming on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. It's game time, and we're ready for the tip-off here on WSLM.
This is Becky White from WSLM. I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hello there, Jalen Hoare here at John Jones in Salem, Indiana. Winter is here, as well as a bunch of Chevrolet trucks. We've got incoming 21 and 22 model Silverados. Come check out our inventory at 1450 South State Road 60. Pick out the truck that works best for you and your family, or check out our inventory online at johnjonesautogroup.com. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out at 877-473-5546. And from Jalen Hoare over at John Jones, happy holidays.
At John Jones CN City, you see so many because they pay so little.
All right, welcome back to New Washington High School here. We're at halftime. The score, 45-22. Musketeers in command with this one here, guys. Got about 2 minutes here before we start the second half. Rhett, give me some comments on this first half and what you've seen positive out of Musketeers.
Oh, man, they're really doing well, and they're just taking their pockets right at the top, and they're just taking it in transition and getting easy buckets. That was the biggest thing I saw. And their defense, and another thing, their defense is doing really well tonight. Especially Yancey's feeling. This is the most I've seen his grit, honestly. Caleb had a good start, also. KT just doing his thing, being the facilitating point guard, and Cade getting us 1,000 point was really special to watch. And Cherry, no more I could say about him. Just perfection almost, you know.
Yeah, I thought they kind of settled in there in a little bit in the second half or in the second quarter there. First quarter kind of jittery there. Cade, I don't know if the 1,000 point was on his mind or whatever, but it seemed like in the second quarter things start coming a little bit more easier. Of course, when you're getting steals at half court and getting baskets in transition, things do come easy. What about you, Jeff?
Yeah, speaking of Jacob Cherry, it is almost perfection because I don't think he missed maybe one or two shots. He's leading the team with the half of 14 points. Then you've got Cade Jones with 12, Yancey, Edmund with 10. You see how balanced they are there. And then Caleb Jones has got a couple buckets. Caden Temple's got one layup there with 2 points. So they're well balanced around the scoring. And like Rhett was saying, they're doing a good job, a lot better job on the defense side. And it's leading into more offense.
And one thing I wanted to mention, guys, and I don't know if you guys, and tell me if I'm wrong, I don't think New Washington made a substitution in the first half.
No, I don't. So.
No, I didn't see anybody go to that table.
Not that I can recall.
I think the same five guys played the first 16 minutes here, and he's starting the same guys again. So obviously a short, if no bench, for New Wash. And
those guys are going to be in shape.
Oh yeah. Well, here we go. Start of the second half here. It'll be Musketeer basketball. Same starting five for the Musketeers with Caleb Jones, Cade Jones, Caden Temple, Jacob Cherry, and Yancey Edlin. And New Washington looks like they're going to set back in that 2-3 zone again. Caden Temple slides it right to Cade Jones. Short corner to Jacob Cherry, back to Cade on the right wing. Cade penetrates down the middle, little runner off the glass, no good. Ball's fought for, coming out there by Cade Jones. He'll go back up off the glass and lay it in.
Going to be strong going back.
47-22. We're early here in the third quarter. Giltner on the right wing. He'll dribble back out top, give it to Matthew Arthur. Matthew looking. Penetrating from the left wing, spin move, up and under, lays it off the glass and got it. We got to do a better job of that right there.
Yeah.
We had him stopped, then we went for the head fake, and he went up and under on us. Here's Yancey from the right side. He's going to be fouled and go to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, that was a good move there by Arthur.
But it should have been defended, though.
We had him stopped.
Yeah.
You know,
We let him
They go
slide
for
right
the
through.
a lot. They need to stay on the ground.
here's Yancey's first free throws up and good. Edlin will have one more. Try to stretch this out to 25-point lead, and he does. 49-24, 7:15 to go in the third quarter. Here's Matthew Arthur Hill walking across the timeline, go right to Thompson. Now to Giltner. Giltner back out top to Matthew Arthur. Arthur to Giltner. Giltner slides it left to Matthew Arthur. He'll spin again, pull up for a 15-footer. No good.
He loves that spin.
He does. Rebounded out there by Caden Dimple. Here's Jones. Jones drives baseline. Tries to go off the glass. No good. Rebounded out there by Hessig. Off to Matthew Arthur. Matthew. A lot of dribbling to Thompson. Thompson now to Mason Arthur. Back to his brother, Matthew. Now to Giltner on the right wing. We got him pushed out pretty far, guys, here.
Yeah.
Matthew Arthur, Musketeers in 2-3 zone here. Back to Giltner. Giltner steps through, up and under, blocked away by Jacob Cherry.
Not going to get away with that shot with those long
And
branches.
I'm pretty sure Jacob didn't leave the floor on that block.
No, he did.
Very long arm.
Very effortless. Just went, just wiped at it there.
Blocked again by Jacob.
Here's Thompson again, up and under, and he lays it in. Circus shot.
How did he do that? I don't understand that.
Just had the right spin on the ball.
Cade, run the left baseline. Back out top to Caden Temple. Temple, right wing to Yancey Edlin. Edlin, down low to Jacob Cherry. Cherry, shot fake off glass again. They cannot stop that.
Nope. You get it in there, he's gonna go to work.
Especially if you let him get the ball above his head.
Yeah.
And he does a really good job at keeping the ball above his head.
Yeah. Just got his 16th point there.
Hessig to Giltner to Arthur. Arthur with a 25-footer. No good.
They haven't really hit any big threes.
No, they haven't.
Not yet.
Here's Caleb Jones from the left corner. Cross court to Yancey Edlin. Edlin will dribble back out top, set it up again, give it off to Caden Temple. Temple to Cherry on the right baseline. Down low to Cade Jones. Jones up with a shot, blocked away by Thompson.
I think Cade wanted a foul on there, but he just saw him hit the ball.
Here's Giltner. Eli will check in at the next dead ball. Matthew Arthur out top with it. Down to 4:48, 51-26. Musketeers on top. Matthew Arthur, now Thompson. Thompson back to Arthur. He'll let a long one go. No good, and we're going to have a foul called here, and it looks like it's going to be on the Musketeers. It'll be on Yancey Edlin. And Branson White and Eli will check in for Caleb Jones and Jacob Cherry. Out of bounds underneath the Washington basket. Matthew Arthur to trigger it in for the Mustangs. He'll throw it out top, picked off by Branson, then back by Giltner. Giltner down the middle, lays it off the glass. No good. Cade Jones with the rebound. Up ahead to Yancey Edlin. Edlin down the middle, cross court to Branson. Out there. Back to KT. Now back to Yancey. Yancey with a three. No good. Rebounded by Mason Arthur. Off to Thompson. We kind of go away from things at times, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Stick with what works. Here's Matthew Arthur with a 15-footer. No good. Rebound, Branson White.
The Mustangs have just gotten cold.
Took a move by Yancey. Good job.
Hey, he does a really good job of that up and under, doesn't he?
It goes up. Perfect.
Yeah, he's just very aggressive.
Chris Terry set to check in at the next dead ball. He's played well tonight. It's been about the most I've seen him involved in our offense all year long.
Yeah, he and Jacob Cherry both have really stuck out. Like sometimes, good job by Caden Temple there.
Just doing what he does.
Yep.
Just
yes, sir. Moving like a mouse.
Dumped down to Eli Guthrie off the glass, and he got it. 55-26. Musketeers up by 29. 3:20 to go here in the third. Giltner to Matthew Arthur. And we've pushed this zone way out here. Here's Thompson down low to Hessig. Hessig, shot fake.
Oh, he put it back out to high.
Back out to Giltner. Now Thompson. Thompson in from the left side. Tries to lay it off the glass. No, but Eli fouls him, and they'll send Thompson to the line to shoot two with exactly 3 minutes to go here in the third. You know, not to run my buddy Mikey down the road or anything, but it is kind of neat to have you guys, you know, my nephew, my brother-in-law sitting here. I don't get to talk to them a whole lot, so it gives us a chance to kind of chat, but it's been a lot of fun. I had you on there at Clarksville with me and Mikey, and then Yancey and Hannah was able to get on the other line. It's a lot of fun, you know, picking their brains about different things. And second one is no good, but Thompson, he hit the first one.
Yeah. Get to spend some time together, call it a game. The way we like it.
Yep. Here's Jones with a 15-footer. No good.
Just look, just didn't go in.
Rebounded by Mason Arthur, off to his brother Matthew. Matthew now. Mason to Matthew. A lot of standing. Back to his brother Mason. I don't know if they're hoping for the last shot or what. There they go to the middle to Thompson.
Yeah, New Washington's only had 5 points so far this half. They're really struggling to get it going.
Now here's the first substitute. He comes in firing, number 14.
Good rebound, Thompson, but didn't come up with it.
Schaefer. Now here's Caden Temple to Brandon. To the baseline to Eli. Eli's jumper's got it.
His bread and butter right there. Yeah. Got a great looking
He
shot.
does have a great shot.
Nice form for a big guy.
30-point lead
shot
by the Musketeers. Runner two here in the third quarter. Thompson. Left wing to Matthew. Now here's Schaefer on the baseline. He'll dribble back out top. To Matthew. He'll split. Pulls up on Eli. No good. Rebounded out there by Chris Terry. Up ahead to Kay Jones. Jones, spin move. Off the glass. Got it.
Great move there by Kay.
When you get him moving like that, get him in rhythm like that, he's hard to handle.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's another spin move by Arthur. He's pretty hard to handle, too.
Yeah. Almost identical to the move that Kay just had. Love that spin move. Not sure what's going on here, but
I think we had both coaches trying to call a timeout, and I think Coach Pribble had it first.
That's what they're trying to
so it will be a full timeout. Score 59-29, 1:14 to go here in the third quarter. We'll step away here. Word from our sponsor. Be right back at you. You're listening to Musketeer Basketball on WSLM. Salem, Indiana. You're listening.
This is Becky White from WSLM. I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hello there, Jalen Hoare here at John Jones in Salem, Indiana. Winter is here, as well as a bunch of Chevrolet trucks. We've got incoming 21 and 22 model Silverados. Come check out our inventory at 1450 South State Road 60. Pick out the truck that works best for you and your family, or check out our inventory online at johnjonesautogroup.com. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out at 877-473-5546. And from Jalen Hoare over at John Jones, happy holidays.
At John Jones GM City, you see so many because they pay so little.
Welcome back to New Washington High School here. 1:14 to go in the third quarter. Musketeers up 30, 59-29 with a minute 13 to go here in the third. Chris Terry on the right wing, back out top to Caleb Jones, left side to Branson. Baseline now to Eli Guthrie, back out top to Terry. Now Caleb Jones inside to Jacob Cherry. Cherry will go to work. Little soft jumper, man, that's beautiful.
It is a great looking shot.
Beautiful shot.
Jumper.
That's his 18th point, isn't it?
That was 18 points right there. He's and I don't know if that's a high for him, guys. What you've seen this year, I don't know how that went in, but he got it to drop.
He had some serious English on that ball when he threw it off the glass.
Man,
we're going to get a foul on Jacob Terry, and I can't.
Sounds like he was
I think he was pulled down.
Yeah. Now, Wes, would you know what his high is this year so far, Jacob?
I want to say like 17.
Okay, well, he's
17. Just rings a bell. He had more than that, Red.
I feel like he's had like 20 or 22 around there, maybe.
Okay.
I can't remember.
Well, he's very likely to get that tonight.
If we want to get it, he'll get it.
Yeah.
I mean, it just depends on if we want to go to him or not. You know, we don't see Eli and Jacob a whole lot in at the same time a lot, you know, so this is kind of an opportunity to a little high-low action.
Right. Oh, right off his foot. Caleb Jones got just a little excited there in the corner.
1.8 seconds to go here in the third quarter, and the Mustangs with a chance. Here's Mason Arthur with a long three. No good.
Wow.
Yeah, they've really not hit any big threes tonight.
That'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. Score 61-31. We'll step away here, word from our sponsors. Be right back to bring you fourth quarter action here from New Washington. You're listening to Musketeer Basketball on WSLM.
The Christmas season, and it's also the season of bacon at Papa John's. The Bacon Mania lineup is here, and we're celebrating with lots of bacon. Try the new triple bacon pizzas with full slices of bacon baked into the top of the pizza, or try the Parmesan-crusted smoky bacon papadilla, or how about the Parmesan-crusted smoky bacon papadilla? Order online with Papa Rewards. Stop in today at the corner of Main and Hackberry, or call us anytime at 812-883-3369. Don't forget to give the gift of pizza and bacon this year, and for those hard to buy on your Christmas list, get them a Papa John's gift card and let them make the choice of pizza for Christmas.
Welcome back to New Washington High School. Start of the fourth quarter here. It will be New Washington basketball to start this quarter.
Got Dylan Beach out there, number 40.
Dylan Beach.
It's kind of nice having a good lead like this. You can get some kids in there, give them some minutes. Saw Chris Terry out there for some time.
Good kid. Dylan's a great kid.
Yeah, he is.
Great kid.
I remember having
He got
him
his
as
first
a
point to
student.
Crawford.
Got his first point varsity.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he has scored this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a long one by Mason Arthur, and no good. Rebounded out by Jacob Cherry.
Boy, they do continue to shoot it long.
Now Cade. Cade drives middle, lays it off the glass and got it.
Strong move there by Cade.
He's got such good body control when he's on the move. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Knows how to work it in there.
63-31. Thompson out top of the key. He'll give it off to Mason Arthur as Terry and Eli are set to check back in. Now here's Schaefer. Schaefer on the right wing, back out top to Mason. Left side to Thompson. Thompson drives middle, kicks it over to Hessing, stolen away, and ball picked up. Jump ball.
Called a foul, I think. No, it was a jump ball?
It's called a jump ball,
Jump ball? Okay.
Musketeer basketball, 63-31. Here's a
very, very lopsided here in the second half.
Over the top.
Good feed. Oh, he got it back.
It's not like he got three. Is he padding the stats, guys? 65-31. Good job by Eli to hang with it there.
9 points.
There's Thompson. He knocks down a little runner there. Now the Musketeers. Here's Eli. Thought about a three. Now Caleb. Now inside to Dylan Beach. Beach will go to work. Now back out top to Yancey. Yancey calls out a play, and he'll dribble it back out top of the key. Down the middle of the lane. Step through off the glass. No good.
Kind of overcooked his move there.
There's Matthew Arthur. Arthur step through. Jumper. No good. Rebounded by Chris Terry. It's going to be a jump ball. And stay with the Mustangs.
I know the Mustangs haven't done real well, but I tell you, Matthew Arthur, he's a player. He looks like a really good, solid athlete. The kind of kid that could probably play any sport.
Mm-hmm. Giltner to Schaefer. Now to Matthew Arthur. To Mason. Now Thompson. Back to Mason. To Giltner. Giltner. Back to Mason. To Thompson on the right wing. Thompson. Cross court to Giltner. Back to Thompson. Almost thrown away. Back to Mason out top. He'll go to Giltner. Giltner will let a three go. No good. Rebounded by Matthew Arthur. Arthur. We're going to get, I think Caleb Jones is for a foul here.
I think that's his third, I believe. Third.
Nobody in a lot of foul trouble here. Musketeers with 4, and New Washington only 1 foul here in the second half as Matthew gets it into Giltner.
I know Mustangs are really want to get something going. They've only had 11 points in this half.
Here's Giltner down the middle, dumps it down to Thompson, back over to Schaefer, out top to Matthew Arthur with a 10-footer, and the lane got it. Now Edlin, I-20 still in the game. Musketeers up 30, 65, 35. Over the top to Eli.
I'm with it.
Ball hit off his head, I thought. Kind of went out of bounds. Be over to
Didn't get a grip on him. Matthew Arthur, he's got, at their 35 points, he's got 19 of them. Wonder back how the solid athlete he is.
Do you remember his dad playing? He was probably.
Being a Salem native, we didn't play New Washington that much.
There's a missed three by New Washington. Mason Arthur. Eli comes out of the rebound, gets it off to Caleb Jones. Up ahead to Dylan. Dylan thought about a three, still thinking about it. Picks his dribble up, back out to Branson. Branson out top. Backs it back out. Now we'll go right side to Caleb Jones. Now inside to Eli Guthrie. Eli shot fake. Ball stripped away out of bounds to stay with the Musketeers. Number 10, Daniel Burke, will check in for the New Washington Mustangs. And Mason Arthur will check out. Here's Branson White with a shot. No good. Rebounded by Thompson. Thompson on a run out here. And he will be fouled to go to the line to shoot 2. That will send Thompson to the line to shoot 2. Foul was on Eli Guthrie. I didn't think that was a very hard foul. It's just,
I thought that was on Branson.
Yeah, me too.
But they did call it on Guthrie.
Thompson's free throw is no good. They only have 2 seniors on this team. Second one is good, and neither one of the seniors that I know of have played tonight. So they'll get everybody back pretty much next year. Branson White brings it across the timeline, down to Chris Terry, back to Caleb Jones. Jones off to Dylan Beach. Dylan inside to Eli. Ball stripped away, picked up by Matthew Arthur.
I think Beach had an opportunity to shoot that one and just didn't feel comfortable to do it.
Here's Giltner's 3. No good. I know Beach is trying to get to the offense, but I think at this point, Coach Pribble's not going to have a problem if he takes that shot.
No, I think, hey, just for his confidence, let him get some shots up and let her fly. Yeah.
Here's Eli. Eli with a 15-footer. Rolls it in. That's money down there on the baseline, isn't it, Red?
Oh, yeah.
67-36. We're under 4 minutes. Matthew Arthur, cross court to Burke. Burke's long 3. No good. They let him go from Larry Birdland out there.
They do. Those are NBA threes.
Here's Caleb. Gets it off to Chris Terry. Now to Eli. Eli let a 3 go. No good. Rebounded down there. Fought for.
Oh, good pass. White. There's Eli on the ground. Just back and forth. Man,
I think
I could tell he was going to end up with the ball.
It did get a jump ball.
It's amazing seeing Eli get on the ground for how big he is. He did. They fought well for that. That was really scrappy.
Here's number 40. Hessick checking back in. He'll replace Thompson. The boys play hard. I mean, there's no doubt about these New Washington kids do play hard. I mean,
they do. They got some really good athletes. Unfortunately, their 3-point game hasn't been falling for them. If they did, it would definitely be a lot closer. I would say they would be.
Here's Dylan Beach for a 3. No good.
Get the roll.
Rebound, Matthew Arthur. He splits down the middle, lays it off the glass and got it. Cade Anderson getting ready to check in the ball game. Caleb is trapping. Gets it across to Dylan. Now back to Caleb. Caleb, ball stripped away.
Boy, they're really on Caleb Jones.
Yeah, they're kind of attacking our second group here, and Caleb will check out. Now Cade Jones into the game, or Cade Anderson into the game. Matthew Arthur now, 2.5 to go in the contest. Matthew stepped through, little floater, no good. Ball tipped out of bounds and be with the Musketeers. Now we'll get some wholesale substitutions by the New Washington Mustangs.
3 of them coming in. I know you, Wes, you may have mentioned this earlier. What their record is so far this year.
I did not mention the record. I'm not sure what
I'm not either. I was just curious. They may have a couple wins.
On the floor for the Musketeers, Dylan Beach, Cade Anderson, Cody Bennett checked in, Reese Weiniger's checked in, and Chris Terry. Here's Reese, inside to Dylan, back to Reese.
Good.
Reese off the glass, no good. Chris Terry the rebound, no good, but he'll go to the line to shoot too. Nice play there by them guys.
It sure was.
Good for them to get that experience.
It is. It's good to see these guys get some minutes, some varsity minutes.
Coach Pribble talking to Reese. Chris Terry's first free throw was good.
It is. I tell you what, I've had a lot of these kids in class over the years. I mean, we can go all the way back to elementary. It is so fun to watch kids grow. I mean, some of them have really bloomed. And
you've had about all of them, haven't you?
Almost.
Second one by Terry was no good. Here's a shot. No good. As Chris Terry pulls down the rebound, we're under 2 minutes. Up ahead to Reese Weiniger. Cross court to Cody Bannett. Bannett fumbles it. Back out to Terry. Terry out top to Cade Anderson. Now right wing to Reese Weiniger. Out top ball tipped away by number 34. Oh!
Didn't mean to do it.
Yeah.
And it looks like they're making sure that there was nothing.
Started to look like football out there.
Right. Nothing bad was going on.
I think Cody tried to jump over top of him as he was standing up, and it looked worse than what it really was. And
just accidentally fell on top of him.
It'll be out of bounds. I think New Washington thought they was going to have a 1-and-1, and it will be out of bounds. Next one will be a bonus.
Yeah.
There's only been 8 fouls called in this half.
Yeah, not many at all.
Schaefer.
And a half to go.
Off to Burke. Back out top to Schaefer. Now here's Gregory. Gregory to Schaefer. The high post. Here's a long one by Bell. He knocks it down.
And they finally knock one down.
Amos Bell with the three-pointer. Now here's Chris Terry with 3 of his own. No good. Rebounded. Off to Burke. Burke will bring it across right at a minute. 68-41.
Guys, that last 3 that Bell just hit, I think that is their one and only 3 this half.
Is that right?
I'm pretty sure.
Red agrees with you. Here's Burke.
Has a lot to do with the difference in the score. They just can't knock down these threes. And they're able to get them off, but they're just not going in.
I like to see the percentage or how many they have shot tonight because it's a bunch.
Goodness, for the season, or if this is their game.
Here's Burke's free throw is good. And cuts the lead down to 26. Second one is also good. 48 seconds. See if we can get a shot by Cade Anderson here. Here's Cody. Right side to Reese Weiniger. Inside to Chris Terry. Off the glass. No good. And he'll go back to the free throw line again. Chris has got to put that one in there.
It just didn't get high enough off the glass. Yeah, and this is what these minutes are for.
Yeah.
I mean, he just got to keep playing, get better.
Terry's first free throw is up and good. Have one more. Second one by Terry is also good. 70-43. 40 seconds left. Ball comes into Schaefer. Schaefer walking across the timeline. He's on the right wing, still dribbling, getting guarded by Cade Anderson. Here's Bell. Ball stripped away. Here's Cody Bennett up ahead to Cade Anderson. Off the glass and got it.
Great job in transition there.
72-43. They're just going to dribble it out, I think, as Schaefer will just hold on to it. That'll bring us to the end of the ball game. The final score from New Washington tonight. The Musketeers come in and get a victory, 72-43 over the New Washington Mustangs. We'll step away, hear another word from our sponsors. We'll be back, get final thoughts from Brett and Jeff, and some stats from Jeff himself. If you're listening to Musketeer Basketball on WSLM out of Salem, Indiana.
The Christmas season, and it's also the season of bacon at Papa John's. The Bacon Mania lineup is here, and we're celebrating with lots of bacon. Try the new triple bacon pizzas with full slices of bacon baked into the top of the pizza, or try the Parmesan-crusted smoky bacon papadilla, or how about the Parmesan-crusted smoky bacon papadilla? Order online with Papa Rewards. Stop in today at the corner of Main and Hackberry, or call us anytime at 812-883-3369. Don't forget to give the gift of pizza and bacon this year, and for those hard to buy on your Christmas list, get them a Papa John's gift card and let them make the choice of pizza for Christmas.
Welcome back to New Washington High School. Conclusion of this ball game. Musketeers come away with a victory tonight. A big victory. Pretty sizable margin over the New Washington Mustangs here. Kind of lopsided, especially in that second half. But guys thought they come in, settled down after the first quarter, did some good things, got the ball moving here, kind of settled in, got some things going through Jacob, and then that opened some things up for Yancey and Cade. I want to say congratulations again to him for his 1,000 points. That's a big deal. You know, it's a big deal for any player to score 1,000 points. And I don't know if people realize how hard that really is to score 1,000 points. And but congratulations to him. I know he's worked hard on his game over the last 4 years. So, but talk a little bit about what you see tonight, and get some comments from you here.
Yeah, absolutely. So I really appreciated the defense that the Musketeers showed tonight. Very scrappy, especially Yancey. He had I don't know how many steals he had, probably a couple, maybe 3 or 4. KT, I mean, he has those branches too. I mean, he's not like a big guy, but he's got those long arms that can get in the passing lanes and poke that ball free. Cherry with his ability to block shots and everything, you know, it's really nice to see. And you know, plays like that make a difference for the offense, and it opens up a lot of things.
Jeff, what you got?
Yeah, looking at their scoring, well balanced. Jacob Cherry and Kate Jones both had 18 points each. Yancey Edlin with 14 and Eli Guthrie with 11. So here you had 4 of them in double digits, and just a really good time to watch these boys tonight. Like you said, Wes, it was very lopsided. Unfortunately for New Washington, they couldn't get a lot of threes to hit for them. Their leading scorer, Matthew Arthur, had 21. As we said, great player, but he's got to have some of his teammates do some of the same things that he does, and unfortunately, it makes it a lopsided game. But enjoyable game to watch, though. Like I said, offensively balanced, and these boys are going to have a good season, the Musketeer boys.
Yeah.
I think they've got a really good season to look forward to, and I think, Wes, you know this, they've got a really good shot at doing something in postseason play.
I really believe it. I do. If they continue to improve like they have over these first 11 games here, I think it's going to be good. I think it's 11 games that they've played. I'm not really.
Yeah, they someone said 14 games were left of the season, so
okay.
regular season. So
they still got some. They got a tough league that they play in. I think that's going to prep them for postseason.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
We have coming back. We'll be off through Christmas here, but be back next Tuesday afternoon, the 28th, where the Musketeers will host two teams that day. We'll play that afternoon, early afternoon, against Evansville Day, and then that night at home we'll have a alumnus coach come in, and Joe Newcomb, son of our athletic director Scott Newcomb, will come and bring his team to play Mount Vernon. Look for that to be a really probably an emotional game for Scott and Bev. I know they looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's a really neat thing for them.
It is. I know Scott. I've asked Scott about the team. They got some pretty good players over there. There's one in particular, is a sophomore that's pretty special, they say. So I'm looking forward to seeing him.
Yeah, I've heard that they've really improved. Their basketball team's really taken off.
As we got Coach Cripple's on his way up here, we'll see if he can. He got stopped by the boss down there. So
right. That's 6 months old.
Yeah, but no, and then believe that Tuesday also our girls team will be at Vincennes playing in the Vincennes Reveille tournament over at Vincennes.
Still doing that tournament.
And then they'll play the next day also. So a lot of basketball coming up after Christmas there. As we got Coach Pribble here with us, we'll get a quick word from him and get some final comments and get off here. Long walk up here, Coach.
it is, yeah.
Hey, congratulations on another win tonight. Good to see, so many kids get to play tonight. Get you an opportunity to get these kids into play. But, we'll talk a little bit about early on in the game. Looked like it took you a while to kind of get kids getting into some rhythm. Had no idea about the 1,000-point thing. I didn't know that was happening tonight, and until Jeff, I think he had caught wind of it here. But, congratulations to Cade. I don't know if he was a little tight there early on, but talk a little bit about the game and how it progressed and then how it ended.
At the very beginning, I think that one thing we talked about. One thing we talked about a lot before the game was how we need to create a certain tempo. Last year when we played them, I think the score was like 14-10 or 14-12 at the half, and that's a lot of teams' best way to beat us is to slow it down. But we needed to make sure we pushed that tempo. The first quarter, I didn't think we did that. When we switched to the 2-3 zone in the second quarter, I think that kind of changed things because they didn't get their downhill penetration. And then that allowed us to be able to get long misses and take off running, made it a little bit easier for us. So I think that 2-3 zone was kind of what led to that big difference in the game.
Well, I get to talk to you all the time on the radio, and Jeff's getting an opportunity here, so I'm going to let him talk to you a little bit.
All right. Yeah, I was just telling Wes, you guys are fun to watch. And one of the things that really stuck out tonight, and not to degrade New Washington at all, they're not having quite a season, some seasons they've had in the past. But you guys, a lot of times, teams that are not playing as well can a lot of times make their opponent play that way as well. And one of the things that I've noticed was how well you guys adjusted to that. You got out of that sloppy, choppy game, and the boys really started to gel. They were very well balanced in scoring, and the defense got better, the offense got better, and that's got to be on you and the coaching staff. I mean, that's a mentality. That is, no matter who you're playing, you got to carry the same mentality. And so that's something that's got to be taught and something that's got to be learned. And it seems like the boys are picking up on that.
Well, I'd hate to disagree with you. No, but I think it helps that offensively, we've got a lot of different guys who can score, whether that's getting to the rim or making a three or whatever. So because of that, if Cade was struggling a little bit early, and if that's the case, we've got Jacob who can finish inside and who is doing that much more consistently than he has in the past. And we have Yancey who's creating stuff, and Branson's finishing at the rim, and Caleb made a few buckets inside early. Like we just had, you can name so many different guys who could create something for our team. So it's easier to stay out of that funk just because of how many different guys can make something happen for us.
Exactly. We were talking about this before your game even started tonight. Like, you have a team, and each and every one of them has such a unique role that makes your team roll the way they do. I mean, just so well balanced. You know, Yancey is your gritty, grindy player.
Yep.
You got a kid that's 6 foot, everything. You got another kid that can score real well. And then you got great defense from people like Caden Temple and Caleb Jones. Just well balanced. They're just fun to watch. And, you know, it really, their confidence has to be growing as the season goes, and it really prepares you guys for postseason.
Well, we were just in the locker room, and every time I go in there, I get real excited, a lot more excited than I typically show out here publicly. But we get real excited. We're all yelling and whatnot. Well, this time they were almost sarcastically yelling, like it wasn't that big of a deal. And so I sat them down. I said, you know, where were you guys at? Like where have we been here in the last few years? You know, like last year we fought tooth and nail to get to 500, and that was at 12-12 right before the sectional. And then, you know, we lost that last one. We never got over that hump. It's like, you guys now, all of a sudden, you're 7-1. You make it seem like, you know, we just win all the time. No, like, don't ever take winning for granted.
Right.
This is exciting. It doesn't matter who you beat. You showed up. You got the job done. That's good stuff.
That's right.
Well, just to add to something you just said, I think that's a statement of what you just said, is that don't take things for granted. You know, nothing's given to you. And if anybody should know, it should be these boys, you know, especially the seniors that have been here, you know, for 4 years. You know, they fought hard to get to where they are now. So to teach them not to take things like that for granted is a big life lesson, you know, in anything, whether it be basketball, a job, you know, any accomplishment you get, don't take that for granted. You've worked for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Coach, any more? Back at it next Tuesday night?
Yes, I got a doubleheader Tuesday morning and Tuesday night. So it'll be a long day. Hopefully our depth is something that plays an important role in that for us. And you know, we've got a team in Evansville Day who I've not spent a lot of time looking at them yet, but I know that they've got one left-handed guard that's he can get to the rim, he can shoot the three. They set a lot of ball screens for him, so we're going to have to focus on him, similar to Arthur from the night. He does it a little bit differently, but he's the main focus. And then we have Mount Vernon, which is Mr. Newcomb's son is the head coach there, Joe. And they're a hardworking team. They've got a couple of kind of post players, but they're really inside-out guys that can shoot it from the perimeter. They do a lot of high-low action. So excited to see two teams that our guys don't know anything about. And it'll be exciting to treat that like a regional day and you know, see if hopefully that's experience that we get to use later on. And hopefully our guys show up ready to play.
Coach, sounds good. Again, congratulations on the win tonight. Let's keep this thing rolling. Have a Merry Christmas. Be safe going back up north. You and your family, and enjoy your time off here. I know you're probably looking forward to a few days off here coming up. But, again, we'll see you soon. Congratulations, and safe travels.
Yeah, thank you, Coach. Thank you.
Coach Pribble, the Eastern Musketeers, we always appreciate him stopping by and chatting with us. We'll get Rhett back on here, get final thoughts here, and send it back to the station. And I don't think Rhett's going to get back on. So we'll just, Jeff, you have anything else to add?
No, it's good to be back home and getting to watch these guys play. And I think they've got a great basketball season ahead of them. And it's good to be here and get to watch them play live. But yeah, they got a good thing going, and hopefully they'll keep rolling on.
Well, I appreciate you and Rhett stopping by and calling this game with me, and hopefully we can do it again in the future, you know, when you're home. And I wish, you know, obviously looking forward to seeing Mindy this week, Christmas time, and all the family and getting together. But we'll, again, Tuesday we got a doubleheader with the varsity boys and JV. Also, the girls will be over Vincent's Tuesday and Wednesday playing. But for now, we're going to take a little bit of a break here and have some Christmas and spend some time with the family. And not sure what the final score was, Jeff. They took it off the scoreboard before I could write it down. I believe it was about a 30-point margin here. 76, we'll call it 76-46. Final score from New Washington as the Mustangs come away with a victory. And for Wes, Rhett, and Jeff, we say have a Merry Christmas, safe travels, and I say God bless. Good night.